Are you worried about how the current recession might impact your finances? Don't worry, we've got you covered. In this video, we'll be sharing 17 practical and proven tips to help you navigate this economic downturn and come out on top. From building up an emergency fund to investing in recession-proof industries, these tips will help you to stay financially stable and secure during these uncertain times. So, if you want to protect your finances and come out ahead during the recession, be sure to tune in and watch this video. 1. Build a 12 to 24-month emergency fund. This is an important financial strategy that can help to provide peace of mind and financial stability during uncertain times, such as during a recession. This fund should be set aside for unexpected expenses or income loss and should be easily accessible in a savings account or money market fund. It's important to save enough to cover your living expenses for at least a year, but aiming for 2 years' worth of expenses is even better. Having a solid emergency fund can help you to weather any financial storms that may come your way. 2. Minimize high-interest debt. Minimizing high-interest debt, such as credit card debt, is crucial during a recession when income may be unstable. High-interest debt can be particularly burdensome and can make it difficult to get ahead financially. To minimize this debt, consider paying off balances with the high interest rates first and consolidating your debt to a lower interest rate if possible. Reducing high-interest debt can help to ease financial stress and improve your overall financial health. 3. Prepare to borrow money. This can be a smart move during a recession, as it can give you the financial flexibility to weather the storm. This might involve refinancing your existing debt to a lower interest rate or setting up a line of credit with a bank. Having access to a source of funds can provide financial stability and help you navigate any unexpected expenses or income loss. It's important to borrow wisely, however, and to carefully consider the terms and conditions of any loans or lines of credit you take out. 4. Keeping your credit accounts active. Keeping your credit accounts active is important for maintaining a healthy credit score. During a recession, it can be tempting to cancel credit cards or stop using them altogether, but doing so can actually hurt your credit score. Instead, try to use your credit cards responsibly and pay off the balances in full each month. Maintaining active credit accounts and a strong credit score can be beneficial when it comes to applying for a loan or credit in the future. It's important to remember that your credit score is a reflection of your financial responsibility and can impact your ability to secure credit at favorable terms. 5. If your mortgage is close to term, renegotiate now. Interest rates are likely to be low during a recession, so you may be able to secure a better rate on your mortgage. This can help you to lower your monthly payments and reduce your overall debt burden. It's important to carefully consider the terms and conditions of any new mortgage you take on, however, and to make sure that it is financially feasible for your budget. 6. If you have low-interest mortgage debt, stay put. Selling your home and taking on a new mortgage with a higher interest rate could be financially disadvantageous. However, if you have the financial means and stability to weather a recession, it might be worth considering moving to a less expensive area with a lower cost of living. This could potentially save you money in the long run, depending on your specific financial situation. It's important to carefully consider the costs and benefits of any move you make and to make sure it is the right decision for your financial situation. 7. Buy in bulk if you can afford to. Buying in bulk can be a smart way to save money during a recession, as long as you have the storage space and can afford to make the larger purchase up front. Buying in bulk can often lead to savings on the per unit price of an item, and it can also help to reduce the number of trips you need to make to the store. Just be sure to take inventory of what you already have and to compare prices before making a bulk purchase. It's also important to consider the expiration dates of the items you are buying in bulk and to make sure you will be able to use them before they expire. 8. Opting for frozen produce. This can be a cost-effective way to incorporate more fruits and vegetables into your diet during a recession. Frozen produce is often cheaper than fresh produce and has a longer shelf life, making it a good value for your money. It is also often picked at its peak ripeness, meaning it can be just as nutritious as fresh produce. Frozen produce is a convenient and budget-friendly option that can help you to eat healthier without breaking the bank. 9. Buy from generic brands. Buying from generic brands can be a good way to save money on groceries during a recession. These products are often just as good as their name brand counterparts, but they are usually sold at a lower price point. It can be worth giving generic brands a try, especially for non-perishable items like canned goods or household cleaners. Be sure to carefully read the labels and compare the ingredients to ensure you are getting the same quality as a name brand product. 10. Consider the cost of gas. When making decisions about transportation during a recession, it's important to consider the cost of gas. Using public transportation or carpooling with coworkers can be more cost-effective than driving alone. Walking or biking for short trips can also help to save on gas. It's also a good idea to maintain your vehicle and keep up with regular maintenance, as this can help to improve fuel efficiency and reduce the cost of ownership. 11. Build your emergency fund before you invest in the dip. Building your emergency fund before you invest in the dip is a smart financial strategy. It's important to have a cushion of savings to fall back on in case of an unexpected expense or income loss. Once you have a sufficient emergency fund in place, you can consider investing in the stock market. It's important to do your research and to consult with a financial advisor before making any investment decisions. It's also a good idea to diversify your portfolio to mitigate risk. 12. Invest in recession-proof industries. These industries tend to be relatively stable and are less affected by economic downturns. Examples of recession-proof industries include healthcare, utilities, and essential consumer goods. It's important to do your research and consult with a financial advisor before making any investment decisions. It's also a good idea to diversify your portfolio to mitigate risk. 13. If you are considering a career change, look for recession-proof positions. These are jobs that are relatively stable and in demand during economic downturns. Examples of recession-proof positions include healthcare jobs, jobs in the public sector, and jobs in essential industries like utilities. It's important to carefully research the job market and to consider factors like job security, job satisfaction, and earning potential before making a career change. 14. Create additional sources of income. Creating additional sources of income can be a smart move during a recession. This might involve starting a side hustle or looking for ways to monetize a hobby or skill. It can also involve negotiating a raise or taking on freelance work. Having multiple sources of income can provide financial stability and help to weather any income loss. It's important to carefully consider the time and energy required for additional income streams and to make sure they are financially viable. 15. Resell your stuff. Reselling your stuff can be a good way to generate some extra cash during a recession. This might involve selling items you no longer need or use on platforms like eBay or Poshmark, or participating in local garage sales. It's important to carefully consider the value and condition of the items you are selling and to price them appropriately. It's also a good idea to consider the fees associated with any sales platforms you use and to factor them into your pricing. 16. Enhance your market value. Enhancing your market value will make you more competitive in the job market. This might involve getting additional education or training, building up your skill set, or networking to make professional connections. It's important to carefully consider the time and financial investment required for any education or training, and to make sure it aligns with your career goals. Building up your skill set and making professional connections can also be valuable for advancing your career. 17. Don't panic. Recessions don't last forever. It's important not to panic during a recession, as these economic downturns don't last forever. While it's important to be financially prepared, it's also important to have a long-term perspective and not make rash decisions. Instead, focus on building a solid financial foundation and making smart financial decisions. This might involve creating a budget, reducing expenses, and building up an emergency fund. It's also a good idea to consult with a financial advisor or professional to get expert guidance. Remember, recessions are temporary, and there are steps you can take to weather the storm and come out ahead. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, subscribe to our channel for more. Until next time.